Hello and welcome back to the channel Major Look 92, the shaman of gaming, and more specifically, more importantly, and in this episode, more embarrassingly, we're bringing you the USAS review for Modern Warfare 3. The unbelievably shit-ass shotgun is what this should stand for, because that is exactly what it is. That's the part it plays in this game, unless you're an absolute beast, which I don't fall into that category. That's the reason why I don't use this shotgun anymore. I used it for a while trying to get a game. It took me a while to get a game. As you can tell, anybody who's used this shotgun, which is, probably quite a few people considering it's the first one, you'll know that, it's poor. It really is poor. It's woeful, terrible shit shotgun. But anyway, in this game I've got the foregrip on it, which sort of changes it for the double kill. Yeah, it changes it from being a sort of slightly scattered pellet gun to a slightly more accurate scattered pellet gun. So that's basically, the part that this shotgun plays. Honestly, if you want to use this gun, which, I'm tempted to use it a bit more because I didn't really unlock proficiencies for it, which I think could make probably a bit of a difference, if you had range or damage, especially range. As you can see, I get quite a, long range one-shot kill there, but that's only because he was damaged. But yeah, I want to sort of try and test it out for different proficiencies, because I think they probably would make a bit of a difference. This shotgun, it says that it's fully automatic, but in my eyes, the AA-12 is fully automatic, because, you can hold down the trigger, and it's just like, and it just empties the clip straight away. Whereas this, you actually can't fire any quicker than how quickly it fires if you hold down the trigger. But if you hold down the trigger, it's just nothing like the AA-12. It's more methodical. It's like, and that just doesn't seem fully automatic to me whatsoever. So if you really do want to use this gun, what you're going to have to be a Tenshu, Solid Snake Ninja. You're going to have to really get tight up close to people, especially if you're trying for one-shot kills. To be honest, if you're using this weapon or any fully automatic shotgun, you really shouldn't be expecting to get too many one-shot kills anyway, because, they've got that sort of lower damage if they're fully automatic, because they have that huge advantage of their fire rate. So, if you're using this, you really shouldn't focus on trying to get one-shot kills at all, really. You're going to be wanting to try and flank round. If you do get up close with somebody, at least it's fully automatic. But I find, even with this weapon, yeah, it's apparently fully automatic, but sometimes if I get in a close-range gunfight, even with like an assault rifle that's sort of, more powerful over long range, I still lose, because it just doesn't have that real stopping power. As you can see, a 3-shot kill there from probably not even medium range. It was not really, point blank close range, but it was sort of medium range. So yeah, I don't know what else I can say about this weapon, really. The only thing that I can say is that the time that I did use it, I was just disgusted by how terrible it is. There's even a point in this game which sort of typifies the sort of thing that happens a lot of the time when you're using this gun. I actually come up behind somebody and shoot him point blank in the back, and he just turns around and just goes fuck off and just shrugs me off like I'm nothing. What's funny about the shotguns in this game, not all of them, like the SPAS doesn't really, but a lot of them sort of look like assault rifles, but this is the power of the USAS. Watch this. That's 2 shots to the face. Took 4 shots to the head to kill him. But anyway, yeah, a lot of them look like assault rifles, or, just don't look like typical shotguns. The SPAS we were used to, and that does really look like a shotgun. It's, streamlined, and you can sort of tell the difference. But, like this, the KSG, even the Striker's iron sight in this game looks a bit like an assault rifle. But anyway, yeah, getting back to this shotgun, because I didn't really put a lot of time in, like I said earlier, I didn't really have proficiencies, and I would have loved to have had the range proficiency on this gun, because I think that would give you probably a distinct advantage, because you really want to get up close. The range, as you know, has been displayed in people's videos, the range, it doesn't really affect long range, and that won't really matter anyway with this, because you're not going to be hitting people from long range. But it really does the difference from that transition from close range to medium range. That's where you're really going to get the benefit of the range proficiency from. So I think it really would help this shotgun out. I think it'd still be the weakest shotgun in the game, but you know, it might not be the unbelievably shit-ass shotgun anymore. It would possibly turn into the not as shit-ass shotgun, but still shit-ass shotgun. And I just don't think there's anything else that this shotgun really can be used for, other than, you know, to really challenge yourself, or if you just, I don't know, insane, I don't know. But what I would recommend if you're using this shotgun is to run assassin, run blind eye. Honestly, I just don't think there's any when you're handicapped this bad with a piece of plastic in your hand, it's basically like running around with a broomstick. That's how dangerous you are. Because you're going to have to get to that range for it to be effective whatsoever. So I just don't think there's any shame in using assassin or blind eye when you're handicapped this badly by the weapon that you're using. So definitely run those. I think the grip is probably the best attachment to use, just because it makes it much more steady. I found that sort of what happens with this shotgun, because it's supposedly fully automatic, but it's not really. You know, when you fire and just sort of leave it to try and settle, it doesn't really settle back in the middle of the screen. It sort of just pops up and carries on going up. So with the grip, that really helps you out there, and that's definitely the attachment that I would use. And like I've discussed, you know, 3 or 4 times in this video, so you're probably getting bored by it. The range proficiency is definitely the way to go with this shotgun, because you're just not even going to be dangerous from, I don't know, more than 5 feet without it. So that's definitely what I'd use. You're going to be wanting to get right up close in, you know, small buildings. I chose to use this game because I'm in a sort of a map where, you know, a shotgun's a really viable option with some horrible aim there. Got so lucky. But anyway, back on topic. Yeah, that's another thing that you've really got to take into account when you're going to use a shotgun, or when you want to use a shotgun. Say if you're saying to yourself, I'm going to challenge myself because I've just had a few beast games with really powerful weapons like the Type 95 or the Scar L, something like that, or like the P90. If you're saying to yourself, I just really want a challenge now, and you want to use a shotgun, what you've got to keep in mind is that in that situation, the map Fallen could pop up, and that map's just not made for shotguns. As I said in my LSW video, that the you know, that map's good for an LMG. So if that map's good for an LMG, it's not good for a shotgun. So that's what you've really got to keep in mind. You know, it sort of didn't apply in sort of like Modern Warfare 2, because the SPAS was like having a sniper rifle that fired, you know, buckshots. It was ridiculous. But in this game, because the shotguns are really sort of difficult to use, and, you know, the more of a specialist weapon than anything else, I'd say, that doesn't really apply. So what you've got to think about is that if the map Fallen pops up, or, you know, one of the bigger maps in the game, one of the more open maps, you've got to think that that really isn't the situation you should be using it in. If you know, you're thinking, I want to challenge myself, and then this map pops up, definitely go for it. This is close range. You can sort of strafe around corners, ready to fire from the hip, which this shotgun's actually got going for it. It's probably got a more accurate hip fire than any of the other shotguns, probably other than the Striker, because the Striker's, I'd say, the best shotgun in this game. So yeah, if this map pops up, if Dome pops up, if Seatown pops up, definitely use a shotgun. Here's that situation. Oh, I shot him from maybe 4 feet in the face. But yeah, if those maps pop up, definitely use it. if that's what you want to do, if you've said to yourself that that's what you want to do in the game. So yeah, all I can really say for this weapon is don't use it unless you're really trying to challenge yourself, really trying to nerf yourself. Run the range proficiency with a grip and run around being a Metal Gear Solid. So basically that's all I can say about this weapon. And the next one we'll be going right back to the beginning, to the assault rifles with the M16s, which to be honest I've been struggling to get games with, but I'll definitely have one up soon. So that's it. If you like the video, show it some love and come back for the M16.